ask you a question on the psychosis piece?
Sure.
Are there things that maybe loved ones would be noticing with a woman who's starting to go there? Like, do you see that usually a woman that's going to experience psychosis, does she just snap and she's there? Or are there things leading up to it that would be some
Mm,
warning signs that maybe listeners would hear and go, oh,
mm,
yeah, I need to take a
yeah,
look at that. Or maybe we need to get some help
sure.
before she really goes there.
Sure. So, well, a risk factor, and if a woman is already diagnosed with bipolar disorder,
Okay.
then that's a huge risk factor. And so before pregnancy, we want to make sure that she is working with someone who understands perinatal mental health, and we can work with a prescriber and the therapist who can get her through her pregnancy and prepare for the postpartum period. So bipolar disorder is a big risk factor. Family
Okay.
history of bipolar disorder is another risk factor, because sometimes a woman will have her first onset of a bipolar illness in that perinatal period. So we want to understand what the whole history is. That's one thing. But another thing that family members might notice, and oftentimes we will see it onset within the first 2 weeks postpartum. I mean, we can see it at other times, but the onset within the first few weeks is insomnia. And people joke and minimize insomnia
Oh,
with perinatal families. They're like, oh, you've got a new baby, so you don't sleep. No, this is a mom who's maybe getting 2 hours of sleep in a 24-hour period. In some of the tragedies that have occurred here, that were cases of postpartum psychosis, those moms were getting 2 to 4 hours of sleep in a 24-hour period for like days on end, maybe having disorganized thinking, and really not making, like, bizarre, scary paranoia, having, false beliefs about the baby. And but that sleep thing
is a
is
big,
a huge red flag.
okay.
Sleep deprivation and the mood go hand in hand. And so I encourage everyone to really identify how much sleep is this person getting in a 24-hour period. That can
Yeah.
tell you a lot of things.
Okay. That's good to know. And that's why, before the baby gets here, I always tell my families, think about how you can work together as a team so that you
Hmm.
can support each other with sleep. Moms need their sleep,
Yes.
so do dads. You need that balance. It really does affect the way you feel emotionally, physically, mentally. It fogs you out.
Absolutely. And if you have a history of a mood struggle, depression, anxiety, bipolar disorder, any other mood struggles or mood disorders, then we have to look at, part of elements of prevention is looking at how do we protect the sleep, because protecting sleep equals mental wellness.
I like how you say that.